Ground Branch is one of the few close quarter battle games on the market right now. Currently, the game is in early access and recently had its price hiked $10 from $20 to $30. Understandably, people are now a bit more cautious about spending their hard-earned money on a $30 early access game in a very niche genre. That's why I'm here. In this video, I'm going to tell you what Ground Branch is, how the game's played, and then just show you some straight up gameplay so you can make some conclusions on your own. All of this will help us answer the big question. Is Ground Branch a game that's worth buying in 2021? Or is it just a waste of your money and your time? Hi, I'm Popman Dupe, and you're just gonna have to watch till the end of the video to figure that one out. Also, like and subscribe if you want. Thanks. Alright, so we're going to start off this video by talking about what Ground Branch is, in case you don't 100% already know, but if you do, feel free to skip ahead with the timestamps in the description. Ground Branch is a realism-based tactical shooter that focuses on small team CQB gameplay. Yeah, that's really long, so allow me to break it down for you. So, realism-based. That basically means that this game is more centered on realistic features in order to make the game feel more, well, realistic. They accomplish this in a few ways. Scratch that, it's a lot of ways. The most obvious example of this to me is the weapon and loadout customization, which I'll talk a lot more about in the next section. All you need to know for now is that the level of detail is absolutely insane. You can change a lot about the loadout in a lot of ways, which allows you to get really creative with the freedom that you have. The game also has a lot of mechanics that make it feel more realistic, like arm strength and weight. The amount of gear you have changes your movement, which really makes you have to plan loadouts to your playstyle. Another huge realism factor is the TTK, or time to kill. This game is unforgiving in this regard, because it isn't uncommon to be one-tapped by the AI and dropped like a sack of potatoes. Some people find this really frustrating, but I think it adds to the gameplay. You need to be smart about your strategies and take the enemy out before they take you out, and luckily they die just as easily as you. All of these combined make the game feel really realistic and tactical. It's nowhere close to a run and gun game, which is awesome. The game is more about tactics, communication, and teamwork than kill to death ratios. We also need to talk about what CQB, or close quarter battles, means. I'm sure you already can guess it means you fight in close quarters, but what does that look like, and is that all there really is? Let's talk about that. Really, it just means there's a lot of stacking on doors, flashbangs, door breaches, and laser sights. Think SWAT team style stuff. There isn't a lot of sniper action right now. You'll mostly be tap firing small rooms with enemies inside, slowly clearing the building as you and your team sweep through. It also makes communication that much more important. Weird, huh? You'd expect communication to be more important in large-scale spread-out maps, but it's really the exact opposite. In close quarters combat, you have to make quick decisions. If you see an enemy, you're only a few feet away from them. You have to take that shot faster than they will, because when you're this close, chances are they'll be pretty accurate. But what if that enemy is a teammate? This is why communication is so important. If you aren't communicating well, you'll hesitate on the shot, and it might get you killed. With that being said, I should also point out that there are some areas on the map for long-range engagements as well, and that's awesome. It allows there to be a nice variety so you don't get too bored clearing room after room. You also have to worry about the outdoors, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now you know what Ground Branch is, but how does a match actually play out? I'm glad you asked. You'll start out making a loadout, and if you're like me, this will eat up a lot of time, especially with how detailed this game can get. Like, look at this. You can choose where on the rails to mount attachments. They don't automatically snap in place. It's completely manual. This can change a lot about your loadout and make it very unique to fit your personal preferences. The chances of finding someone with the exact same loadout as you is really small because everyone has different preferences. Unless you follow a build guide or intentionally trying to copy them, I really don't think you'll find someone with the exact same loadout as you ever. And the weapons aren't the only hyper customizable part of your loadout. Everything is, including your vest. You choose the pouches you place on your vest. What other game lets you do that? And now that you've spent a lifetime creating the perfect loadout, you can finally get to the game. There are currently lone wolf single player matches that you can use to practice, and then there are multiplayer matches which have two different modes, player versus AI and player versus player, both of which are really fun, although pretty similar. The only difference between the two modes is that in one your enemy is the AI, and in the other one they're actual players. The objectives and the maps are pretty much the same. Your average goals in the game are to either kill all the enemies, which I don't think an explanation is necessary, or retrieve a laptop with intel on it. You do this by slowly sweeping through the map and eliminating the enemy. When you come across a laptop, you search it. The laptop will drop if it's the one you're looking for, take that with you and make your way to the extract marked with the green smoke. Usually you then have to wait for all the surviving members of your team to meet there before you can win. I'd also like to point out that there's a lot of custom game modes and people tweak settings in matches a lot. So this is by no means the only type of game mode you'll see. There's a lot of them. These are just the most common ones and the ones that I've played the most. While the gameplay does honestly sound pretty generic, it doesn't feel like that when it's played. It's very obvious that this game is worlds different than other FPS games, and that's all thanks to the realistic and tactical mechanics we talked about earlier. They make the gameplay feel one of a kind, even if the overall objective isn't. I can't think of any other game where you have to play this carefully and tactically unless you plan it in advance. The community of this game understands how it's meant to be played, which is a huge relief. Playing Ground Branch with a server full of Call of Duty veterans would not end well for anybody. And speaking of the community, before I bought the game, many people told me that it was a dead game and that I'd need a group of friends to play with or I'd just be alone, having an awful experience, and that I'd never be able to join a lobby with other players. Yeah, that was a lie, at least in my experience. While the game doesn't have an amazing player count, it's not as bad as they make it sound. I really didn't have any issues finding multiplayer matches. The player count is actually pretty solid for how niche and early access the game is. Alright, and now that we've talked about what the game is and how people play it, I think you need to actually see some gameplay because lots of us are visual learners and I think you have to actually see how people are playing the game to make an educated purchase.
Okay guys, don't...
What the hell you just do? Chill out, man, chill.
Okay, all going upstairs, all going upstairs.
Contacts on the other side. Get ready.
I'm ready for my flashbang. Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
Breaching. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Watch your spacing, watch your spacing.
Oh, well, I guess I'm dead now. That ended fast. Alright, my goal is to not die immediately this time. Do you guys think I can accomplish that?
You got this, bro.
Maybe.
Negative.
Yes, bro.
You can
You
do
got
this,
it.
bro.
Strong. Maybe.
And I don't want to throw a grenade. I'm going to throw my frag.
That was a good one. Alright. Are there any friendlies alive? Oh, bad nade, back up.
There you go.
I'm pushing forward, cover me.
I'm covering you.
I'm coming in right behind you.
One ready? Let's go.
Alright.
We're moving in, we're moving.
What's up, boys? I'm on the roof, dogs.
Watch out, watch out. We'll try to move on the second floor. You with me?
Alright.
We're going upstairs.
Where y'all
I'm
at
at
in
the
the building?
upstairs. I'm at the upstairs.
We're heading up the stairs right
Fire
now
on
to
the
second
second
floor.
Okay.
Friendly's coming.
2 of us are on the roof.
Yeah, we
I
see you
have
guys.
cut the
We see
power
you.
off. I have cut the power.
We're inside.
I'm behind you.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, we're with you guys now. How do I turn this flashlight on?
Watch your fire. Watch your.
He's weak. I see it.
Flashbang.
Help me.
Got a man down.
God damn it.
There guy, is it a friendly in the room to the right up here?
I see you guys on the roof. I'm behind you through the window.
I'm a idiot, dude. You're literally wearing all black too, and they were literally tan. Killed him.
Rest in peace. Poor Coco.
My bad, dude. I hate this dude.
I'm going to main gate.
Yeah, I'll go through main gate with you.
Okay. Okay, Pak Wenduk.
Yeah.
So this is your attire.
Yeah, very fashionable.
We are going to ambush the terminal first, and then we are going to hangar, and then we cover for the hills to infiltrate the airplane. Did you copy, Pak Wenduk?
Yep. Copy, copy. I got it.
Roger.
Correction. We got it.
Hoorah, boys, as in who is raw.
Oh, wow.
Just watch the open terminal. Don't push. Just wait.
A little concrete shack.
I'm on your low.
Yeah. Take cover. Take cover behind the door of the car. I'm pushing through. I'm pushing.
I'm moving up with you. Behind the Jeep behind you.
Main gate.
Watch out behind us. Behind the bricks.
See enemy.
Yeah, you ready? Let's go.
We
Let's
got
in.
Tango behind the plane. We got Tango behind the.
We go in. We go. I'm covering you. The terminal is clear. The terminal is clear.
Hey, we just had one come out of the little hatch on the west side
Let's
of the
go
plane.
push to the hangar. Let's go push to the hangar.
Team on the hill. I'm moving on the green container. Could you cover?
Got you.
Moving.
Over here.
We got a friendly down.
Also moving.
Alright, we lost the guy over here.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Moving to the right, hills.
Oh.
Hill.
Hangar's clear.
Copy. Still got hostiles to the north.
Coming out the front of the hangar.
Man down.
I'm camped out by the propane tanks. Has anyone made it into the plane yet?
No,
I think
we're
it's a
at the ramp
negative.
right here.
I'm approaching the plane now.
Going with.
Same as well. We're on the other side from you guys. If you have laser sights, let's turn them on in the plane so we can tell if they're friendly. Alright, we're heading into the nose of the plane.
We're inside the plane now. Moving to front.
There's one at the top of the back of the plane. There's one at the top of the fucking ladder.
I see it!
Friendly
Not
down.
bad. That was me. That was me. Friendly fire.
Okay.
I just
Well,
saw his
good.
head.
We've met in the middle. I'm gonna go check the cockpit in the front.
Yeah, coming
Got
up
him.
as well.
Oh, good. I won one without dying. Perfect. Alright, and now with the gameplay finished, we can get to the big question, the one from the beginning. Is Ground Branch worth buying in April of 2021 in its current state? Honestly, yeah, I'd say so, but don't go clicking that purchase button yet. There's still a little bit we need to talk about. Yes, to me the game is worth it, but I'm not afraid to admit that this game is very, very niche and not for everybody. It's very realistic and can be really challenging to people who aren't used to indie tactical shooters. If you're the type of fella who usually plays AAA first-person shooters, I highly recommend doing some extra research. Make sure you know what you're getting into and if the game is right for you, because it's very unique. Watch some Karma Cut and Controlled Pairs videos for research. There's some links to their channels in the description. I love them. But if you're already pretty well acquainted with the genre and all its quirks and flaws, I think you can't go wrong giving Ground Branch a try. It's a unique game and you can tell it has a community that loves and cares for it. Overall, Ground Branch is a fantastic CQB shooter, and I think if that's what you're into, you'll absolutely love it. So yeah, $30 on Steam, link to the game in the description. Go check it out if you wanna. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Chances are there's not many of you left, but hi guys that are left. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and if you really liked it and want to see more from me, leave a subscribe, because we're at 230 now, which is blowing my mind. We're at like 189, I think, on the last video, so that's a pretty substantial increase. We passed the 200 milestone by like quite a bit. Thanks a lot. Also, you might have noticed that I'm posting this on Saturday. It's because Fridays just aren't working with my real life schedule. So Saturdays I think will fit in much better and it'll make it a lot easier for me to put videos out. So sorry if you really liked Fridays, but I doubt many of you really cared that much. And I'll cut off the outro there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you next week. Saturdays now. Bye.